entertainment networks. It's a multicultural and diverse world in one place, has celebrity supporters, and provides various entertainment services like branding, hosting, speaking, press kits, live interviews, and more. Just head over to www.cheenllc.com to find out more. Thank you for your support.
Hey, greetings and blessings, everyone. This is yours truly, Empress Chassie Warmington, aka All That Chas, aka Luke Slayer. I'm doing my nails, honey. Yes, yes, I had to do it because I'm cutting them down, and then get some other stuff together. But anywho, listen, I want to talk to you guys today about misogynism. I hope everybody's having a good day. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I go ahead and give a shout out to my sponsor for my cosmetics, the eyeshadow palette, and some of the blush and rouges that you guys see me wearing. The lip gloss is from Feisty by Wisdom Cosmetic line. I wear accessories. I don't have on any today, but tonight, but I get my accessories from timasaccessory.com. And so you guys can go to her website and get you some cosmetics. Also to Deeper Entertainment Network. Uh, Deeper Entertainment, they've been sponsoring me for for over a decade now since I started. So I would give them a big shout out and thank them for all of their support and for always just being there for me. Now, before I get started, I also want to make sure that you guys go to my Gloves On campaign as I advocate for those battling chronic illnesses and diseases. I actually was on a live with legislators, representatives here in the state of Georgia regarding lupus. And it was a really good meeting, very informative. There's a lot of other programs now and that I didn't even know about that have built up to, stand up and help, bring awareness about, lupus to the state of Georgia leaders and also the federal government. That's a different story. It takes a lot longer to convince them because they're just settled in their ways. But if you guys could please go to um, the website right here, pull this up. Right there, I advocated for those chronic illness diseases. You go to the website www.zheenllc.com. I hope you guys can see that clearly. If you can't see it clearly, then let me just go ahead and pull the website up so hopefully you guys can see it. That's better for you guys. So just go there. As soon as you go to this website, you're gonna get a pop-up immediately. It's gonna say Gloves On campaign. And you're going to actually see this logo, the Gloves On campaign logo, my logo, and you just click on the button and then you can go from there and sign the petition. If you want to make a donation, you're welcome to make a donation. Donations are not used for personal use. They're really all used towards the building of the advocacy work that and mission that I'm, taking on because it is a whole lot of work. As we know, the government is very stingy. As we know, they don't really care to help people. So it can be really hard to convey to them, even if they are seeing the evidence and they know, okay, you're not pulling their chain. Still, it can be really challenging just to get them to cooperate with you. So I just want to mention those things before I get all the way into tonight's topic, which is sexism and misogynism. And the main reason I wanted to um, bring this up is because it's not even just because I'm a woman, but it's mainly because I'm constantly seeing where I watch different things and sometimes it gets entertaining, but sometimes you know how you can watch something and the more you watch it, the more you realize how wrong it, you start seeing things with it that's just don't sit well with your spirit. It sit well with you. You start realizing that it's not fun anymore for me. And it's not even because of my age. I've always been like this. That's why I didn't fit in the clique. I wasn't the person that fit in the cliques and stuff like that because of the way my mindset is, and I've always been like that ever since I was a child. But long story short, I just didn't, I understand. Oh, the temptations because I've been there. I was young before, of course, duh. But but I understand being a young female and trying to get guys' attention or wanting guys' attention and stuff. But the way that we go about doing it has to be, we have to have more self-respect for ourselves. And one thing that I can honestly say that I'm very proud to say and grateful to say that in spite of all the stupid things that I did, I'm glad that I never was a type that would go with a guy because of his money or his vehicle or his status or anything like that. I've turned down doctors, I've turned down NBA players, NFL players, corporate American men. I mean, like CEOs and stuff, senior executives. I don't turn people down with money, okay? Like seriously, money, millionaires. I left a millionaire. I left him. I left the Maserati that he gave to me and the $30,000 diamond necklace that he had in the Maserati as a gift with me for me and stuff because I'm not gonna. I never wanted to be the type to be bought, and I was never raised to be bought. I was raised, yes, to like nice things, to have nice things, but I was also raised to work for those things and get it myself, and not to depend on nobody else to give it for me. That I have the ability, just like a man, to go out there and work and make my own money and, can live and get things too, nice things too, nice cars, nice whips, nice jewelry and a nice, have a, pretty nice and decent lifestyle. I can do the same thing. I don't have to rely on a man to do that for me. And especially now when we live in a society where, and I hate to say this, but I don't, it's just the truth. I don't never hear no other group of men, especially, and when I say on a, I, I don't hear it on a generalized basis and a consistent basis where you have other group of men always talking about 50-50. Oh, she got to go 50-50. I don't never really hear that except with melanin people. Male and females alike. Oh, we got to go 50-50. Oh, I'm a king, I'm a queen. But don't understand what a king, don't understand the quality of king, you don't understand the quality of a queen. Because one thing about queen, the queen, yes, she was, the king could come, but she always had her own too. She didn't just, it wasn't like, okay, this king coming in and save her, take her out of her troubles. No, she had money too. She would normally come from a family of wealth. Like her dad would be wealthy and stuff, or her mom is wealthy. Or, she come from royalty. She come from, that kind of lifestyle. So, he was just pretty much being adding to what she already had. So with that stated, I want to encourage women, young women. Look, don't be gulking yourself over these guys who got cars, nice cars, and got money and all that stuff. Because guess what, you can have it too. But the thing is, the reason why you don't feel like you can have it, don't think you can have it, because you're too busy chasing around guys, chasing around guys and stuff. Instead of you getting your own stuff, you depending on a guy to provide it for you when you can get it yourself. You really can. You just have to use your brain and go to school if you have to, take a trade, get a degree, become a nurse, become a doctor, become an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, or do something that will bring you income where you can buy your own scat pack. You can buy your own Hellcat, your own Corvettes. You don't have to depend on no man to do that for you. Okay. So and 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 I know it, it's a good feeling to for a woman to be able to say that she has a man that takes care of her, that spoils her, and that will do all those things for her. But guess what? When you just depend on a man to do that for you, you empower them to have control over you. And if he's a misogynist male, then he's going to, that also makes it harder for other women too, because now he's going to feel like that he's entitled to to because he got selection now. He knows this. and he has the upper hand and an advantage, so he can misuse that. And oftentimes, sadly, a lot of the immature guys, regardless of age, does that. I can expect that from young guys. See, this is the thing: when you have young guys that's like 25 and under, or even under the age of 30, and they doing that, that's one thing. But when you get to the age where you're like 35, when you over 30, period, you should still be out there trying to strong arm females and be out here playing those kind of games. I'm like, grow up. You too damn old for that mess. Like, grow the hell up already. So, with that stated, um, I have to bring this up because of the discrimination that I constantly have seen when I watch on, okay, gold diggers, the gold digger pranks. On the gold digger prank shows, they're very entertaining. And to be honest with you, I could kind of I understand where the guy's coming from, but at the same time, these guys are monetizing off of doing these pranks. So it's like, who's really the gold digger? It's like the coffee pot calling the kettle black. Like, how are you going to call females gold diggers when you're up here monetizing off of humiliating them on a national worldwide platform? Actually, it's not even national; it's a worldwide platform, and you're doing these pranks to capitalize off of them, which is illegal, ladies. I want you guys to understand this. Male, female, people cannot record you and then take that footage, put it on their platform, and capitalize, monetize off of it. That's a form of pimping. I dang, and I meant to look the word up, but there's a legal terminology for it. It's actually illegal for a company, for anybody to do that. It's just like, if I come into your house, I can't record what's going on in your house and then public, public, uh, publicize it, put it on a public platform. Even if I'm in a public setting. See, that's the big misconstruction. People feel like, well, you're in public. That doesn't mean just because I'm in a public setting that I don't have the right to still have some privacy. Just because I'm out in the public don't mean you have the legal right to follow me around with a camera and harass me and cause all kind of emotional trauma and distress upon me. It's illegal to do that. And I'm gonna have to get that law so I can put it in the description, because right now I can't think because I'm focusing on doing my nails. But but yeah, it's illegal for them to do that. For you guys who don't know that, they'll try to argue with you and tell you that it's not. But you cannot publish anybody's videos of people on your platform, especially if you monetize enough of it without their consent. Dang, it don't matter if they're of age or not, but I forgot the dang one terminology for it. It's a legal terminology for it, but I like I said, I can pull it up and I'll put it on there for you. But it's just, I don't want I'm grateful that my mom taught me and my siblings to be independent, to not depend on people to do anything for you. If they want to, that's good, but don't expect it, because a lot of times, and it's just sad to say, a lot of people don't want to do things for you unless they have some kind of alternative motives behind it. Like, it's not going to just be genuine. It's going to be like, okay, if I do this for you, then what are you going to do for me in return? It's going to be something like that. So knowing this, we have to really, as women especially, we really have to learn to guard ourselves and protect ourselves from becoming prey to that type of, because it's a form of predatorialness. As a matter of fact, it's almost like pimping. It's like, okay, it's like, all right, I'm going to make this money off you, and you're going to give me, and I'm going to take it all, and I'll give you some if I want to. You can't legally do that. Dang. And I almost had the name of it on my. I'm mad at myself. I can't remember. Any other time, I've been remembering this word all day, the term all day long. I remember it. Now that I'm live, I can't remember it. I should have wrote it down. That's what I get. But yeah. So the sexism with this is, I'm going to give you guys some examples. Okay, everybody, we all know about Laura Harvey, and you know how people are, a lot of men especially, are dogging her out, talking about how she's run through all of these different guys. And in essence, it's true. She has been around, but there's a lot of guys, like, they don't say things like that about people like the baby, got all these babies all over the place by Young Thug, who got baby all these baby mamas by Offset, about Future. Like, they don't go in and dog them out to the extent that they dog out uh Laura Harvey. They haven't gone to that extent like they have with, you know um so it kind of makes me wonder, like, why is it that when females do things, guys are much harder in society, period. Even other females are much harder on females who are doing the exact same things as guys are doing. It's like we we catch so much hell. I mean, like, on another level, we catch so much hell, and we're talked about, we're degraded, we're, belittled, we call all kinds of names and stuff. We be insulted so badly. But a guy could do the exact same thing and he gets praised for it. He be called the man, or he get, thumbs ups and stuff, and get all these accolades. But we as women, we're looked down upon and we're shunned upon and we're made to feel ashamed and embarrassed and, humiliated and insulted. So, it's just like, okay, this double standard with that is not cool. But guess what? Because we live in a misogynistic world, and this world was definitely designed on misogynism in so many ways. Because you think about, like, a lot of the laws that has been made have not been made by women. They have been made particularly, especially by men. And then remember, for the longest of time, women, we didn't even have a voice. Like, we couldn't even make decisions for ourselves. They had to be what our husband was. That's why even when you go out to eat and stuff, it was custom for men to order for their wives. It wasn't custom for the wife to order for the husband. It was the opposite. The husband was supposed to order for his wife, and she pretty much ate whatever it is that he ordered for her. It didn't matter what she wanted; it's whatever he wanted to order for her to eat. So, we got to understand where this attitude come from, this behavior. This isn't something new. This is something that just started, within, the last 21st century. No, this been going on throughout the 21st century and even beyond. So we have to understand where our history comes from and why it is that, you know, guys, a lot of men feel entitled and comfortable um, bashing women for the exact same behaviors of men, and they don't really say anything about the men doing it, but they got a lot to say when the woman does it. And it's not because she's the woman and she, she's a woman, she's a mother, she carries children. Okay, well, he's the man, he plants the seeds to have the children, and he's supposed to be the backbone of the family. So if anything, he should be setting the foundation and the structure for everybody. It's just like I said, people got a lot of people going around here want to talk about they kings, and they want to carry this title. Oh, well, I'm a king, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with it. It comes a lot of responsibility with that kingship title and status. Okay, if you want to be respected and looked at, then you're going to have to carry yourself at par. So back to the gold digging TV show. I mean, videos and stuff that be on YouTube. My problem with that is, like, these guys that's doing that, some of them, they go up to the females and they're very disrespectful. And females, I have to get on y'all too, because the thing is, if a guy's disrespectful to you, it should never be okay, regardless of what kind of whip he having. That's where you guys go wrong at, because when y'all see that he's driving a really nice car, for those females who have done, who's guilty of this, y'all see that he's driving a nice car and he's riding in a nice whip, then all of a sudden, he could touch your booty, he could rope all on you, you could twerk for him and all that stuff. For what? Because of a vehicle that do not belong to you. Understand this. That's not your vehicle. It's his vehicle at the end of the day. And guess what? At the end of the day, It's still gonna be his vehicle. It doesn't matter if you give him what he want from you or not. At the end of the day, it's still his vehicle and it's not going to be yours. He's not going to sign that vehicle to you because you twerk for him. He isn't going to sign that vehicle over to you and give it to you because you know you have sex with him. Like, come on, you guys got to do better and use your common sense. So, you know, some of you guys, you know, as a female, as a woman, you guys got to carry some responsibility with that too. You can't just put it all on men. But I will say, as far as the sexual harassment and the guys coming up and making, you know, just, you know, being very sexual towards you and stuff like that, that's called sexual harassment. And it should never be okay. You should never let a guy feel that it's okay to handle you like that because he's driving a particular type of vehicle. He have that kind of money because once you do that, you're automatically on lost all respect and any kind of defense that you could possibly think of. You don't lost it because you don't put yourself in a position where you don't show him that you can be bought and that he can disrespect you. He can knock you upside your head. He can call you kind of whores and hoes and treat you any kind of way because you know he has this type of vehicle and because he has money. And if you mean to tell me that that's all you feel like you're worth, then honey, you got to just do some self-evaluation. If that's how your self-worth, if that's how you value who you are as a person, based on what a guy thinks about you and based on if he's willing to give you worldly possessions because you know you do certain things for him or you look a certain way, your priorities are messed up, baby, and you haven't been taught well. Or if you have been taught well, you decided to ignore it and not adhere to the teaching that you received from you know your mother or your grandmother, or your aunt, or whoever, somebody who has tried to mentor you and teach you, you know, and give you some structure. You decided that you didn't want to listen to them and you want to do it your way. Well, baby, your way ain't working. Because if your way was working, then you wouldn't be on TV being humiliated like that. Stop allowing these guys to humiliate you guys, especially publicly, and then capitalizing off of it on top of that. And you're not getting any kind of compensation. You're not getting no type of money. That's misogynistic. That is misogynistic behaviors. And the thing about it is, these some of these guys that's doing that, they, you know, well, not even some, all of them have mothers. They all have mothers. Some might have sisters. Some may have aunts. You know, some may have daughters. And the thing is, they're doing things to you that they wouldn't even want no guy to do to their own. But it's okay for them to do it to somebody else's daughter because it's, well, it's not my family, so I don't care. You know, you have a lot of people that have that biased attitude and stuff because it's not them or their family that they don't care how it affects or how, you know, or the consequences of their actions and stuff like that. Like it's supposed to be acceptable and excusable because it's not their family member who is getting done that way. But you know, you can't do people like that. You have to learn how to have, you know, some kind of sense of honor and respect and humility about yourself. And a lot of them do not have any of that. They don't have no sense of honor, no sense of respect or humility about themselves. Because if they really did, they would not be comfortable doing that to other people's daughter, especially when these a lot of these females be really young. They be like 19, 18, 19, 20, be really young and stuff. And so, you know, they haven't really, they're very impressionable and haven't really lived life, haven't really experienced anything. So, you know, it's easy for them to fall into that. But I'm just letting you know, you don't have to fall into those kind of traps, young ladies. You do not. You do not have to put yourself out there to be humiliated and publicly embarrassed by some guys who want to just sit up there and capitalize off of you because that's all they're doing. They're sitting up there, they're building up their profile, they're getting followers, building up their subscribers, they're building up their rapport off of you, off of humiliating you and embarrassing you. And you're doing, and guess what? You're helping him do it because you're putting yourself in a position to be embarrassed. You're putting yourself in a position to be embarrassed. And I don't understand why you would do that. It's not that serious because you could go out there, you can buy you a scat pack too. You can go get you a Hellcat, you can go get you a Lamborghini, you can get a Bugatti, you can get those things too. If you want it, I put it to you this way. Look at Sweetie. A lot of people think Sweetie See, that's what people get. They thought that she was living off Quavos. Sweetie is a business woman. She's a business guru. I love that little young girl. Well, she's a young woman. She's not a girl. She's a young woman. And Sweetie is very intelligent. She's very knowledgeable. You know, she invests her money wisely, and she's a business guru. And she doesn't live off of the wealth of her man, the riches of her man. She has her own money. And she got her own money because she applied herself. She used her brain and studied her body to, to get what she wants. She got her own jewelry company. Did you guys know that? She got a jewelry line company called Ice. I think it's Icy. And, she sell bling bling for the rich and famous, and those, or even if they're not famous, if they rich, they can afford it and stuff. So she creates jewelry. She has a jewelry line, where she could make people create custom jewelry for do custom jewelry for people. So you can make that kind of money. You don't have to degrade yourself and chase after no man because of the type of vehicle he has to make money, and you can live like that too. You can have the private jet, you can have the lavish lifestyle, you can have all of that. And you don't need a man to validate you in doing it either. You can do it on your own. You can accomplish it on your own. But if you want to accomplish it, that's the thing. Like, stop trying to look for a man to come and save you and rescue you. Because when you do that, you put yourself in a very vulnerable position. And a lot of you guys, a lot of you females are putting yourselves in vulnerable positions because y'all are showing the guy, look, I'm desperate. I need you. I depend on you and your wealth. I'm going to depend on you and your success. I'm going to depend on you and what you can bring to the table for me. It's almost like you're letting him make you and create you like he's your God. Don't do that. He's not your God. You are your God. He's not your God. He's not making you. Don't never give nobody, male or female, that kind of power. Never do that. Ever, ever, ever. Because once you let yourself be in a position where or put yourself in a position where someone can take advantage of you like that, you already done lost who you are. You don't even know who you are actually, because if you actually knew who you were, had self identity, you wouldn't even allow somebody to treat you like that. See, this is stuff I know because I've been through that before, even though it wasn't in a state of me using a guy for his money and what he have. I still at one point in time didn't have any self-respect. I didn't know who I was as a person. So a lot of things people was able to get away with and do and treat me in a kind of way, get over on me in so many ways because I didn't know who I was as a person. But once I got older and I started getting wisdom, I had to go through some stuff. Now that's why I'm telling you all, y'all don't have to go through it. Just listen to me. Avoid going through it. I'm telling you, unless you just like pain, and if you like to go through pain and stuff. If you don't, then just take it from somebody who's been there, done that. But yeah, I went through that, and it took me a long time to heal, and it took me a long time to find out who I am as a person because I was so caught up and so used to mirroring, not mirroring myself after other people, but being molded into what other people wanted me to be. And I never was able to just be myself. So once I finally got freed from that kind of bondage and was able to break away from that, I have not turned back since. And I'm just telling you, young ladies, stop letting these guys capitalize off of you all. And them guys who are here capitalizing off females, you can't call them no gold digger just because they want you, just because of the kind of whip that you have and stuff. The thing is, the fact that you would sit there and that's all you would present to them is what you have materialistically, just to try to see if they're a gold digger or whatever, is just showing that you're the real gold digger. You're the real gold digger because you up here capitalizing off of the videos. You sit up here getting followers and getting clout off of the videos. So you're really the gold digger. You're using the females to build up your platform. So you're the gold diggers. So let's just get that straight. Maybe y'all both are the gold diggers, but you're the bigger gold digger because you have to use and you're using women to build up your platform. And that's a sign that's misogynism as well. That's misogynistic behavior as well. Just in case you didn't know, it really is it's misogynistic behavior. And so, all I would say, females, is you guys stop empowering these guys to make fools of you. Y'all stop empowering these guys to monetize off of y'all stupidity and off of y'all desperation and off y'all trying to be vain because when you're just trying to be with a guy because of what kind of vehicle he's driving and what kind of clothes he wear, even if he's wearing nice clothes, because I've seen it where a guy will they'll be dressed, in name brand, they'll be drip, have on some serious drip, but they don't get excited till they see the kind of whip he have. Why is it that all of a sudden now you want to talk to him now that you see what kind of car he has? Like, why would you put yourself lower yourself like that? Like that's all you're worth. That's what you valuing yourself as, the type of car or type of vehicle a guy has. That's your worth. That's your self-worth. That's your self-value. That's what you're showing him. You're showing him that your view of him as a person, as yourself as a person, is based upon the type of vehicle that he drives. And then y'all be cracking me up too. Look, females, look, stop trying to act like these guys owe y'all something. First and foremost, they don't owe you anything. Okay? They don't owe you anything. So, I don't know where y'all getting this idea from, Instagram or whoever lifestyles y'all trying to imitate. Y'all better stop doing that because all y'all doing is y'all just give these guys more and more ammunition to feel the way they do and to treat you all the way they do. And guess what? It's not going to get no better because they don't feel any need to respect you because they see that you're just looking at them as a cash cow. And if they seeing that you're just trying to see them and view them as a cash cow, then they're not going to view you as nothing more than a cow to milk. And you know what I mean when I say milk, okay? So and then some of these guys, is one particular YouTuber who does these pranks. He actually be like, "Oh, I got a girl, so I'm going to pass him over to my boy." And some of y'all females are actually stupid enough to go to the hotel and y'all linking up with these guys, thinking y'all finna get rich or think y'all finna bag y'all. A guy with some money, he ain't gonna bag y'all. He gonna bang you, but he ain't finna bag you. He banging you, but he ain't gonna bag you. And you doing this on public TV, so you just showing everybody that that you're pretty much a whore. You're showing the whole world that you're a whore and showing them that as long as the guy got a car, he has a bad whip, or you think he has a bad whip, that he can have you. And you'll have sex with him. I just don't understand. And some of y'all females be trying to get these guys to buy y'all steak. Y'all want them to take y'all to these expensive steakhouse. Y'all want them to buy them Berkey's bag. Like, do you really think a guy that you just met because he has money and driving in a nice whip that he's going to give you a Berkey bag? He's just going to buy it for you because you want it and because you may feel like you just look so good that he's going to give in. Stop fooling yourselves, okay? Stop fooling yourselves because I'm just telling you that's a form of sexism on women end. Stop doing that, girls, because that is not working. And I say girls because grown ass women don't think like that. Grown ass women know better. That kind of stuff not going to impress a grown ass woman, even if she in grown ass woman isn't always somebody that's you know 40 and over. Because like I stated, even when I was younger, I was not even like that. I didn't care about no guy's whipping where he drive and stuff like that. And it just didn't get my attention. I remember this guy had a ride in a Mercedes Benz, and he just thought because he was in his Mercedes Benz that was going to get. I didn't pay that miss no attention. He's like, but I'm in a Mercedes Benz. I'm in a classic. He was in a really nice classic Mercedes Benz, a really expensive, classic Mercedes Benz. I was not even impressed at all. I don't care. I don't give a damn about your whip because guess what? At the end of the day, it's still your whip. It's your car. It's your money. It's not mine. I don't care. I don't care if you want to share. If you decide you want to share, still at the end of the day, it's still yours, still his, still belongs to him when it's all said and done. So I don't get excited over other people's stuff. That's just me. I'm not going to get excited over no other man's or no woman's vehicle, their house, or whatever. I'd be excited for them. I'd be happy for them. Oh, I'm glad you accomplished this. I'm glad you got that. That's about the excitement that I have. But I'm not going to be excited as far as like, oh, well, you got that, so I have it too. Hell no. Even I get married, ain't gonna be like that. Unless you get a car, that's gonna be his car. That's your whip, not mine. You got what you want, I'm gonna get mine. You do you and get what you want, and I'm gonna do me and get what I want. So that is the way it's gonna be. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, and hopefully this makes some sense, and hopefully some of y'all females that's out here doing that, y'all will stop allowing yourselves to be sexualized like that, and a lot of these guys to they go capitalize off of y'all stupidity and off of y'all vainitiousness, being vain. But that's all it is vanity. You're being vain and you're being a gold digger. And so, he's been a gold digger too because he's capitalizing off of video and you being a gold digger. So both of y'all ass is wrong. Ain't nobody in the right. Both of y'all wrong. Both of y'all trifling, and y'all need to damn stop it. That, and I said it. Yep, both of y'all wrong, and both of y'all ass is trifling, and y'all need to stop it. I said what I said. Yes, but anyway, you guys, let me know what you think. Give me your feedback. Please be respectful because you know how YouTube is. 1 minute something can be okay, next minute it's not. 1 minute they shut you down, next minute it's not. And then you've got other people on videos and they doing way worse and got way more crazy stuff going on, and they don't say nothing to them. They don't try to shut down their channel or anything, but then they'll try to shut down your channel over the slightest little thing. So just please just be respectful with your comments and your opinion and your feedback or whatever stuff, because that's just my personal opinion about the situation. Doesn't mean that I'm right. So just give me your feedback. Let me know what you think about it, and then we'll go from there. All right. God bless, one love, peace. And I'm out like a light. And thanks for watching.